The creation of the Paris catacombs was a unique solution to a pressing urban problem, quite different from their ancient namesakes in Rome. Unlike the early Christian and Jewish catacombs in Rome, which were developed out of necessity for concealed burial rites, the catacombs beneath Paris were established in the late 18th century due to practical concerns faced by a rapidly growing city. The issue of sinkholes in Paris posed a significant threat to its structural integrity. Many of Paris's most celebrated structures, such as Notre Dame, Les Invalides, and the Louvre, are constructed from Lutetia limestone, also known as Paris stone. This limestone was extensively quarried from regions surrounding Paris since the times of the Romans. However, by the 18th century, Paris's expansion had reached directly above these old mines, creating a precarious situation. The extensive mining activities had left vast hollows beneath the city, and as Paris grew, the weight of new buildings and the increased urban density began to press down on these inadequately supported cavities. The result was a series of sinkholes that threatened the city's foundations. The solution to this underground instability was as innovative as it was macabre. The catastrophic sinkhole that opened in the Rue de l'Enfer, Road to Hell, in 1774, swallowing houses, carts, and people, marked a turning point in Paris's underground history. This event, causing deaths from a fall of over 84 feet, along with subsequent sinkholes, incited public alarm and indignation. King Louis XVI's establishment of the Inspection Générale des Carrières (IGC) in 1777, led by Chief Inspector Charles Axel Guillaumet, was a direct response to these disasters. The IGC's mission was to systematically map and reinforce the city's vast network of abandoned quarries to prevent further collapses. At the same time, Paris was grappling with a severe public health crisis linked to its burial practices. The tradition of communal graves within parish church grounds, which remained open until filled, created unsanitary conditions as the decomposition of bodies released harmful miasmas into the air. Dr. Aaron Maria Legacy highlights the process of these burials, where bodies decomposed over 5 years before bones were transferred to charnel houses. However, the capacity for such burials was vastly outstripped by the city's growing population. The situation reached a critical point at the Holy Innocents Cemetery, Paris's largest burial site, used continuously for over 500 years. The cemetery's proximity to Les Halles Market, a vibrant commercial area, exacerbated the health risks, blending the decomposition from the cemetery with market waste to produce a noxious environment. French writer Louis-Sébastien Mercier and historian Rosemary Wakeman detailed the dire consequences of these conditions, from the poisoning of the atmosphere to the physical corruption of nearby food and wine, likening the cemetery's dampness to venom. David Barnes further explains the prevailing belief in miasmas contaminated air thought to spread disease. This pre-germ theory understanding linked the proximity to decaying organic matter, like that found in cemeteries and slaughterhouses, to higher incidences of illness. This historical context sets the stage for understanding the dual crises: geological instability and public health that led to the establishment of the Paris catacombs. The shift towards improved sanitation in Paris and the diminishing influence of the Catholic Church were intertwined phenomena in the late 18th century. The Parlement of Paris's 1765 decree to outlaw church burials within the city and require that all new burials occur outside city limits was a significant move that reflected the era's changing attitudes toward public health, urban planning, and secular authority over religious traditions. This regulation, however, met with resistance from those who wished to maintain the centuries-old tradition of family burials within church grounds. David Barnes notes the broader context of this shift, with Republicans in France positioning themselves as pioneers of civilization's future, starkly opposed to what they viewed as the regressive influence of the church. The drive to sanitize the cities and countryside was part of a broader political and secular mission to modernize France, framed as a crusade for scientific advancement and public health. The closure of the Holy Innocents Cemetery in 1780, prompted by a health crisis where gases from decomposing bodies infiltrated nearby homes, causing illness and distress among the residents, marked a turning point. The royal ordinance that followed identified the cemetery as a public health hazard, leading to its decommissioning. The subsequent relocation of remains to the catacombs in 1785 was a pragmatic solution to the dual problems of public health and space. The transformation of the catacombs into the Paris Municipal Ossuary not only addressed the immediate need for sanitary burial practices, but also utilized the extensive underground spaces left by centuries of quarrying. This initiative, begun under the auspices of creating a healthier city, was sanctified in April 1786, symbolically integrating these ancient mines into the fabric of Parisian life and death. The French Revolution and the ensuing Reign of Terror, which began in 1789, further complicated the situation. The catacombs, initially intended as a final resting place for exhumed remains, began to directly receive the dead of the revolution. This period saw a dramatic increase in the number of bodies interred in the catacombs, earning them the macabre nickname, the Empire of the Dead. This era solidified the catacombs' place in Parisian and global consciousness as a monument to the city's complex relationship with death, public health, and the political turmoil that shaped modern France. The Paris catacombs represent a profound symbol of equality in death, where the remains of individuals from various social backgrounds and historical eras are intermingled without distinction. This unique burial site, devoid of personal markers or headstones, underscores the universality of death, transcending the societal divisions of class, wealth, and status that defined individuals' lives above ground. Dr. Aaron Maria Legacy's insight into the catacombs emphasizes this point, noting that the juxtaposition of the bones of nobles with those of paupers illustrates a profound form of equality. This aspect of the catacombs resonates not only with Christian teachings on the equality of souls in the afterlife, but also reflects the political ideals of equality that were amplified by the French Revolution. The artistic arrangement of the bones into architectural and decorative forms further enhances the catacombs' atmosphere of reflection and universality. The transformation of over 6 million human remains into structural and artistic elements, archways, tunnels, and walls creates a space that invites contemplation on the nature of humanity and the inevitability of death. A 19th-century visitor's description captures the essence of this experience, noting how the bones form arcs and columns, creating a mosaic that blurs the lines between individuals, making the catacombs a space where the distinctions that once separated people in life vanish. This profound contemplation inspired by the catacombs speaks to the human condition and the shared destiny of all people, regardless of their earthly circumstances. The catacombs serve as a reminder of the temporary nature of worldly distinctions and the common fate that awaits everyone, making them a powerful symbol of human equality and solidarity in the face of mortality. The Paris catacombs have captivated the imagination and interest of visitors since Napoleon Bonaparte's decree in 1809, transforming them into a public spectacle. This fascination with the catacombs can be attributed to various reasons, from historical reflection and mourning to the thrill of exploring the macabre and confronting mortality in a controlled environment. Dr. Aaron Maria Legacy's insights reveal the catacombs as a multifaceted destination where visitors can engage with the past, whether it's mourning the victims of the revolution's violent episodes like the September massacres, or seeking an adrenaline-fueled experience through the dimly lit tunnels lined with the remains of millions. The catacombs' allure is further enriched by their association with the Gothic and the macabre, tapping into the French literary obsession with these themes. The presence of a guiding black line on the ceiling, which becomes invisible in the absence of light, adds a layer of mystery and adventure to the experience, emphasizing the catacombs' eerie atmosphere. Beyond the officially sanctioned tourist path lies a vast network of tunnels, extending over 300 kilometers, most of which are not filled with bones, but have served various purposes throughout history. This hidden world beneath Paris has attracted cataphiles, individuals drawn to the catacombs' forbidden sections for exploration and adventure. Despite the illegality of such ventures since 1955, these explorers navigate the catacombs' depths, occasionally encountering remnants of Paris's historical and cultural layers, such as an underground cinema discovered by police in 2004. The catacombs represent a space out of time, as Legacy describes, disconnected from the modern world's constant evolution and technological advancements. This sense of timelessness, coupled with the catacombs' physical detachment from the city's surface life, offers visitors a unique experience of stepping into history, away from the contemporary world's fast pace and connectivity. The catacombs not only provide a tangible link to Paris's past, but also offer a momentary escape from the present, making them a perennially fascinating destination that continues to draw people from around the world, eager to explore the depths of history beneath the bustling streets of Paris.